Hey guys, what is going on? Chris here, looking ahead to today's games for Saturday, November 26th. So as normal, hope all you guys had a good time in the NBA yesterday. A lot of high scores as normal. I cashed in double ups in 50-50s. I had a 315, a 312, and a 308. So all those cashed. So hopefully you guys, cashed as well. Um, Unfortunately, didn't have Westbrook in there. Should have had him, but just couldn't get him in there. Tried to get him, but um, just could not. So yeah, with that being said, let's look ahead to the 5-game slate. And as normal, guys, if you are struggling with NBA on FanDuel, definitely let Anthony and I help you out. You get 4 lineups per day, 2 from me and 2 from Anthony. It's only $30 a month, so definitely hit us up. Or if you guys are just struggling and you need some fantasy help or anything like that, we'll definitely help you as well. We'll have our email in the comment section. Just message us, and we'll get you all set up and help you with some fantasy as well. Alrighty, well, let's quickly get into this first one. We got San Antonio and Washington. So all these teams are coming on a back-to-back since everybody played yesterday. So we got a 204 total in San Antonio by 6.5. So maybe Popovich. I'm just looking. Maybe he rests maybe 1 or 2 guys maybe here. They are on the road. It's the second game of the road trip. Maybe a little early to do it, but I wouldn't put it past him. So, but John Wall right away against Tony Parker, not a good defender. I love some Wall. They're going to be in Washington. Going to be a good matchup. Wall loves playing at home. So I'm definitely liking 57 to 51 in his last 2, 9,300. Still for me, way too cheap at that price. So definitely love me some Wall against some Tony Parker. I'm not too high on Parker. I don't mind Bradley Beal either. Price is a little high. It's not too bad, 6,000. It's just not the best matchup for him. So you got 27 against Orlando, but maybe Beal, but not my favorite play here against Danny Green in Washington. And sorry, in San Antonio, but I don't mind it. And then you got Kawhi Leonard. I don't like Otto Porter against Kawhi, but definitely fire up some Kawhi Leonard. Don't mind LaMarcus Aldridge. Don't know what happened to him yesterday. He didn't play many minutes. He wasn't on the injury report, or he didn't really have any fouls, so I don't know why. Well, I guess he still played 32 minutes, but he only got you 22 points. So, that's a little surprising since Boston struggles quite a bit against that power forward position. So, a little questionable right there. But sitting at 7,000, I don't mind taking a shot here in a close game here against Washington. Definitely don't mind that. Maybe get you about 35. Not the biggest upside, but definitely don't mind that. Alrighty, I love me some more Chen Gortat against Pau Gasol. Gasol not a good defender anymore. I just like Gortat. Probably one of my favorite mid-range centers on the night. 27-24, been struggling a little bit, but this is going to be a good spot for him. I see around 33-34 for Gortat, so I'm really liking him. Not really too high on Gasol here against Gortat, but going to be targeting some players, not all of them, obviously. But anyway, definitely like some Gortat. Don't mind some Aldridge exposure. Obviously, Kawhi Leonard, maybe Beal, but not my favorite spot. And then obviously a lot of John Wall. So that's where I'm going there. Like I said, I don't want too much exposure, but it's a 204 total. San Antonio by 6, so it should be close for the most part. So I'm gonna have a little bit of exposure here. All right, moving on. We got New York and Charlotte. We got a 205 total and Charlotte by 6. So these guys just played yesterday. It was 113 to 111 in overtime. So should be another good matchup. You got Kemba Walker. Didn't do too good yesterday, but he always plays better at home. Sitting at 8,500, I'll definitely take it. Probably around 40, 44, 45 from him here. I would, if I was you, I would take Wall, but Walker's still sitting in a very good spot. Loves playing at home. So, and I told you maybe some D Rose yesterday. I mean, he doesn't have the huge upside, but $5,800, he got you 28. So you may need him here on this little 5-game slate. Should be another close game like he was yesterday. So maybe he splurges and gets you 32, 33, but I don't mind D Rose, but not my favorite play. But yeah, Walker, definitely like him. You got some Nicholas Batum. I told you guys to pick him yesterday. Hopefully you did. I'm going to go right back at it here tonight. He had 42.3, almost a triple-double, 18 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists. So I'm going straight back to Nicholas Batum tonight. Right, small forward. I didn't really see this one coming here at all. Carmelo, when it came out of nowhere, his ownership obviously is going to be really high tonight, 63.3 last night. I don't think he's going to do the same tonight. I see around 43, 44. Obviously that's still not bad. So 7,600, I'm going to put him in there. But no one saw that last night. Definitely don't mind some Carmelo. Kid Staps, he kind of took the back seat and let Carmelo control the game. I think Kid Staps, goes ahead a little bit here in this one. I think this is his turn. I think he'll get you around 40 in this one. Picked him last night. He did okay, but, I definitely don't mind him here again tonight. All right, if Marvin Williams is out, Frank the Tank is in play. Marvin Williams left the game yesterday, so he may not be able to play. But if not, man, Frank Kaminsky, he's been, very consistent even with Marvin Williams there. As you see last night, his minutes jumped up to 40, mostly because of overtime, but playing almost the whole time with Marvin Williams down, so I'd love me some Frank. Maybe not the best matchup against Porzingis, but if a guy's that cheap and get me around 27, 28, I'll definitely take that. Definitely in a short slate like tonight. So love me some Porzingis. Not really high on Noah. He didn't really play too much yesterday coming back from a sickness. So you got Cody Zeller, 24.2. Yeah, I'm not too high on those centers. So obviously love me some Porzingis, love me some Frank Kaminsky, Carmelo, Nicholas Batum, and Walker, and maybe some D-Rose. So definitely going to have a lot of exposure to this game. All right, moving on. We got Memphis and Miami, 183.5 total in Miami by 1. So these guys just played yesterday. And it was a low-scoring game. For some reason, Mike Conley did not start. I don't know why. Andrew Harrison started. I'm not sure exactly why that happened, but Harrison did get the start. Maybe put in Harrison as a deep GPP. He, last two games, 42 and 35 minutes. Those are huge minutes from a guy that's only $3,800. So 28 and 22, it doesn't look like much, but if he's going to get you 24, 25, I'll take it for a guy $3,800. But that's a GPP play. Not many people are going to have him, so I don't mind him. And then I don't know what's going on with Dragic. Don't mind some Tyler Johnson. Don't mind Josh Richardson either. I picked him up yesterday in a GPP, and he got me 23. Not bad, but it's not the best matchup for him here against Memphis. Deion Waiters had 29 yesterday, so maybe put him in there. But this is just not my favorite game out there. James Johnson, I think last couple games he's been half decent. Let me see here, 28 and 23, but just not not the most favorite game out there. Jermichael Green, not too high there. Randolph, I don't think he's going to play. Whiteside and Marc Gasol just didn't do anything yesterday, but maybe they step it up here tonight. For the most part, not really on this game again. Maybe Conley if Dragic is out, but his price is going up too much. But for me, maybe just some Andrew Harrison as a deep GPP. Maybe Dion because he's so cheap. But for the most part, not really high on this game. But you may need one or two of these guys to get more of those bigger studs in your lineup. All right, moving on. We got Detroit and Oklahoma City. We got a 205 total and Oklahoma City by 4. So surprisingly, Detroit knocked off the Clippers yesterday. So, a little surprised about that. But anyway, you got Westbrook, 11-9. If you can get him in there, put him in there. He's going to be like 85% owned. So cash game, obviously got to have him in there. 72.4. Easy matchup here against Ish Smith. Let me go see here. They just played not too long ago. See how Westbrook did. Westbrook got 56, so yeah, obviously a pretty good pick right there. So, all right, let's see. I don't mind some Ish Smith either if you want to go that way. He's pretty cheap, $5,200. Maybe you want some extra exposure to this game here. Let me see. He's been okay. 30 last night against the Clippers. He had 25 against Oklahoma City. So maybe some Ish Smith. Not the most, the best pick out there, but if you want some exposure, definitely on the cheap end, don't mind him. Victor Oladipo, got to have him in there. This guy has been hot. Kind of shown what he did last year when he was with the Magic. 46 last night against Denver. Only had 14 against Detroit, but only played 23 minutes. So, I definitely don't mind some Oladipo. Don't mind some KCP at all either. Probably going to stay away from Marcus Morris. Just he hasn't been good at all. If you need a place filler, maybe some Robertson to get you 20 maybe. I'm not too high on Harris or Cantor. Don't mind some Steven Adams. He's been up and down as well, but Drummond, not a good defender at all. So always want exposure there. So you see 17 and 19 in his last two, not too good. Didn't do too well against Detroit. It's totally up to you. He's not a must-have, but whenever you're playing Drummond, it's always a plus. So I don't mind Adams, but not my number one pick out there. And then don't mind some Drummond. Should be a good close game in this one. So maybe Robertson and a GPP, Oladipo, KCP, and then obviously Westbrook, and then some Ish Smith. So I'm going to obviously have some exposure to this one as well. All right, last but not least, we got Minnesota and Golden State. We got a 221 total in Golden State by 13. So yeah, this is just going to be a big blowout. Don't know how much exposure I want to this one. I had three guys last night on on Golden State, and they didn't really do that well. You got Steph Curry, obviously. If you want to put him in there, put him in there. Maybe some Rubio and a GPP. You got Klay Thompson, Zach LaVine. Definitely don't mind both of those guys. Probably would pick Klay over him. For some reason, I just maybe feel like Wiggins just goes ham on this one. I picked him last night against Phoenix. You got your 30.5. Looked like he was coming back a little bit, so maybe he gets you around 38, 39 here tonight. So I don't mind some Wiggins here. 6,200, sitting, very nice here in a high-scoring game. And obviously you got KD if you want to put him in there. Not too high in Gorgie Dang. I think it's going to be a fast-paced game, and they're going to be shooting a lot from the outside. So not too high in Gorgie Dang. I don't mind him, but not my favorite play. And then definitely don't mind some Karl Anthony Towns. He's going to definitely have to lead Minnesota if they want to keep it close. I love him. Probably my number one center tonight. Zaza has no chance against Karl Anthony. So definitely love me some Karl Anthony Towns. So you got Towns. Maybe Dang, but not my favorite play. Kevin Durant, Andrew Wiggins, Klay Thompson over LaVine, and then obviously Curry and maybe some Rubio. But Rubio, he's just so streaky. Let me see here. He only had 23 last night. So, yeah, I'm probably going to be staying away from him here tonight. All right, I think that does it. Let's see what we got here. Not the most exciting slate as you see, but a lot of stars, not many cheap options here. So let's go John Wall. I said I really liked him. Let's go some Ish Smith and a GPP. All right, no matter. Let's just go D Rose. Let's go D Rose here. And then you got Batum and Oladipo. Man, small forwards are very, very, very nice tonight. Might have to spin down on my power forwards. I'm going to have to go for Zingis and Frank. I need a cheap center here. If I go with Gortat, I don't think I can get one of my guys I want. So, let's see here. You go Wiggins, and that puts you at 8K. I guess I'll do that. Got 400 left. I don't know if you could upgrade D-Rose or not. You have 62. No, can't really upgrade him. So that's where I'm going to stay here for now. So we got John Wall. Love him a lot. Derrick Rose, I don't mind him. I just don't know where else you can go. I just don't know where else you can go on mid-range on point guards unless some news breaks. You can go maybe Harrison in a GPP if you want to go get up to Kevin Durant or something like that. But that's totally up to you. Then you got Nicholas Batum. Obviously, got to have him in there. You saw what he did last night. Love me some Victor Oladipo in this one. And then Andrew Wiggins, I'm taking a shot with him in a GPP. He's going to be popular, so it's not really risky because he'll be so popular. Then Carmelo. And if you can, obviously, go get Durant or Kawhi Leonard. At the end, my final lineup will probably have two big guys in there. Wiggins maybe in an off lineup, but for the most part, definitely going to be stacking up here on these two right here. And then obviously love some good steps for Porzingis. Hopefully get you around 38 plus. Frank Kaminsky, if Marvin Williams is out again, he's going to start. I love that. And then some Marcin Gortat against an easy matchup, and Pau Gasol. Should be a good close game, so I like some Gortat. All right. I think that mostly does that. So yeah, guys, if you do enjoy the video, leave a like. We definitely do appreciate it. If you have not subbed yet, hit that button for more NBA videos. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Hopefully some of this information helps you guys out. And as normal, guys, if you guys are interested in premium lineups, definitely let Anthony and I know. You get 4 lineups per day, $30 a month. So if you're interested, definitely hit us up. We will have our email in the comment section. Just message us. We'll get you all set up. Or if you just need some fantasy advice, we'll help you out as much as we can as well. Alrighty, guys. Hope everyone has a good Saturday, and we'll see you guys on Sunday.